Van Dyke Show. Starring Dick Van Dyke, Rosemary, Maury Amsterdam, Larry Matthews, and Mary Tyler Moore.
You sure you have a ticket?
Well, honey, I've got him right here. Just relax and enjoy a nice meal. We've got plenty of time.
Have you made your choices?
Yes, we have. I think we'll have the specialty du jour.
The specialty of the day. Very good choice. 2 calf's head vinaigrette.
Calf's head?
Oh, wait a minute. The specialty is supposed to be the trout amandine.
No. Trout amandine is for Wednesday.
Well, today is Wednesday.
No, it's not.
Well, it better be. We got tickets for a show.
For Maurice, it is Tuesday.
Maurice?
The chef. You see, he was sick Monday. He came in Tuesday, and he started a week a day late.
Honey, you want the calf's head?
I don't think so.
No, I think we'll have a little something else. What would you suggest here?
Well, how about trout amandine?
Well, you just said...
I just said it is not the specialty.
Well, what's the difference?
About 40 cents.
Well, we'll have 2 trout amandine and some white wine.
Fine.
Honey, did I tell you how lovely you look tonight?
I don't believe it.
No, I mean it. It's with the hair or something. You look different.
Rob, put your head down.
Huh?
Get down.
What do you mean? Ow! Well, what did I say, honey?
Just stay down.
Oh, you broke the skin, I think.
Just stay down, Rob.
I'm not going to stay down until you tell me what's going on. What's going on?
Rob, a couple just came into the restaurant, and I don't think they'd like us to know they're here.
What couple?
This one.
Oh, that's a fine tape. Whose feet were those?
Jerry Helper.
Jerry and Millie? I thought they couldn't come tonight.
Don't frown. Not Millie.
It's not Millie?
Definitely not Millie. Rob, move your chair over so they can't see me.
Who's he with?
I haven't the slightest idea. Who is that girl? Rob, don't turn around.
Are you sure it's Jerry?
Of course I'm sure it's Jerry. Who is... Rob, don't...
Honey, how can I tell you who is that girl if you let me turn around?
All right, you can turn around. He's not looking.
Okay.
No,
Have you got a mirror?
That's a good idea. Poor Millie.
Honey, that's a pretty big jump from who is she to poor Millie.
All I know is that Millie said the reason they couldn't come with us tonight was because Jerry was busy at the office. Some busy.
Hug. He looks a little...
To each his own. A glass of wine for you, sir, and one for your lovely daughter.
No, I'm his wife.
Oh, I'm sorry, but in our little hideaway, not every couple is husband and wife.
Poor Millie.
Honey, what do you mean, poor Millie?
Take a look.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Poor Millie. None of our business, and I refuse.
Rob, it is not such a terrible thing just to look in someone's garage to see if their car is there.
I don't think so. I don't want to spy on my friend, see if he's home yet.
Well, then I will.
Well?
It's not there.
What does that prove, honey?
It proves poor Millie.
Will you stop with the poor Millie? My gosh, all the way home. Poor Millie. All the way through dinner, all the way through that show. Poor Millie. I see a hit musical. I came out humming Poor Millie. And besides, we don't even know if it's poor Millie.
Well, what then? Poor Jerry?
Why not poor Jerry? You have no idea why he was having dinner with that blonde.
He was having dinner and having the time of his life.
He was just having dinner.
Rob, you didn't even see them.
How could I see him? You wouldn't let me see him.
Well, I told you what I saw.
Let me just recap for you what you saw. You saw 2 people sitting there chatting amiably.
Very amiably.
All right, very amiably. He lit a couple of cigarettes for her.
Mm-hmm, which is something he never did for poor Millie.
I don't even do it for you half the time.
All right, but I don't see you at a restaurant having dinner with a blonde floozy.
Whoa, now, hold it. Since when did she become a blonde floozy? I think she looked like a very nice girl.
Oh, Rob, you hardly saw her.
Honey, I saw her legs when they came in, and those were not the legs of a floozy.
Oh, Rob, that's not being cute.
No, really, she looked like a very nice girl to me.
All right, Rob, but whoever or whatever she was, the fact remains she was having dinner with somebody else's husband.
Maybe she didn't know that.
Oh, come on.
Look, honey, when a man's out on the town, he doesn't go around telling girls he's married. Forget what I said. I didn't, you just twisted my words. You know what I mean.
You mean poor Millie?
No, I don't mean any such thing, honey. There's probably a very decent explanation of why the two of them were having dinner in that restaurant tonight. If there was any evil in the situation, it was at our table.
Rob, how can you say that?
You and I are the ones that jumped to a sordid conclusion about it. We're the ones that hid. They walked in there like two upright Americans with nothing to hide. Now, if we had sat up like normal people, Jerry would have probably come right over to the table and said, "Hello, Laura and Rob. I'd like for you to meet my cousin from Denver." And we would have said,
Baloney.
"Oh, honey," we would have said, "Won't you join us?" We would have probably had a very enjoyable evening with Jerry and his beautiful cousin from Denver.
Rob, I hope you're right. Well, I keep remembering Millie said that the reason they couldn't come with us was because Jerry had a late appointment.
So who says that she wasn't his late appointment?
At the office?
All right, it started at the office and ended up at the restaurant. Why, it's possible, honey. Maybe he fixed her teeth and took her out to see if they work.
Well, why are you defending Jerry?
I'm not defending Jerry. I am defending the principle that a man is innocent until his wife proves him guilty.
I must say...
Jerry's car. It's him.
Well, it's about time.
Okay, now you got them all punched in. Can we please go to bed?
Where do you suppose they went after the restaurant?
I don't know. Why don't you call him on the phone and ask him where he went?
I don't think we'll have to.
Why?
Don't turn around.
He brought her home?
No, Rob, it's Jerry. What'll we do?
We'll just say hi. Hi, Jerry.
No, I mean...
Hi, Jerry.
Rob, what do we say about tonight?
Huh? We'll just tell him we saw a good play tonight.
No, Rob, I mean his tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about our tonight. If he wants to talk about his tonight, it's
All
his
right.
choice. He probably will.
Okay, well, I'm going to bed.
No, don't go to bed, honey. He saw you. He'll think something's wrong.
Well, he probably doesn't want me here.
Honey, please. Huh? If he wanted in, he knows you're here. He wants to die. How are you, Jerry?
What's the big discussion? It's cold out there.
Huh?
I saw your lights on. Hi, Laura.
Hello, Jerry.
Well, we're just having an argument about the show we saw tonight.
Yeah, well, how was it?
Oh, great, great.
Oh, gee, I wish I could have seen it, but I wish we could have joined you.
Who?
You guys, I wish we could have joined you, but, I got hung up.
Hung up?
Well, we understand that, Jerry. We'll get tickets for something next week. We'll all go out.
Oh, great. You know, I owe Millie a night on the town.
Uh-huh.
Well, great. Well, I'll get 4 tickets, and we'll go out just like old times.
Fine. Oh, except Tuesday. I've got this late thing on Tuesday.
Like tonight?
Yeah, right.
I see.
Oh, listen, could I steal a cup of coffee? I've been dying for one. I went to this restaurant. They serve rotten coffee.
Well, Jerry, I'm sorry. We haven't got any coffee.
Gee, Rob and I had marvelous coffee. We had dinner at the White Peacock.
What's that got to do with anything, honey?
You had dinner at the White Peacock?
Hey, Jerry, how about a little milk?
Yeah, okay, fine. Which White Peacock, east or west?
West? Why do you ask?
Well, east, north, west, or south? What difference does it make a peacock's a peacock, isn't it?
West? Are you sure? I was at the White Peacock West.
You were. How about that, honey? He was at the Peacock West. That's a surprise, isn't it?
I didn't see you. Did you see me?
Well, as a matter of
No,
fact...
as a matter of fact, we came before you left. You were there and left before. We didn't see you, Jerry.
It's too bad we didn't see each other. That way, you wouldn't have had to eat alone.
Yeah, right. But, actually, I didn't eat alone.
How about that, honey? Oh, Jerry didn't eat alone, and you were worried.
Worried?
Well, you had to eat alone.
Oh.
Who did you have dinner with?
I was with this doctor friend of mine.
A doctor.
Tony Gagliardi.
Tony Gagliardi.
Yeah.
A little more milk, Jerry?
No, thanks. I really don't want it. Now, listen, Rob, I think I'll make some coffee at home, huh?
Okay.
It's late. I'll see you both later.
Yeah, Jerry.
Good night.
In the morning. Night. Maybe she's Italian. Well, she could be. She could be a northern Italian. They're blonde and blue-eyed up there. Or maybe it's bleached.
And she's a doctor.
Well, she don't have to be a doctor. He didn't say. A PhD she could have been, or a veterinarian. Sure, a bleached vet. Look, honey, no matter who she is, it's none of our business.
All right, now look, I can't say anything to Millie about this, but I think you ought to have a talk with Jerry.
Me?
Well, it's obvious I can't.
Honey, I don't see why anybody has to talk to anybody. It's their business.
But, Rob, they're our best friends.
Oh, they're our best friends? Well, it wouldn't hurt, I guess, to give Jerry the opportunity to talk to me about it. Maybe he wants to tell me who she really is.
So you don't really believe she's a doctor either?
Well, it takes 12 years to hard, grueling study to become a doctor. Anybody with legs like that wouldn't have any time to study. Oh, that's too bad, Jared. I thought maybe we could drive in together this morning. No. I said, well, listen, can we have lunch together? Well, no, nothing important. I feel like I owe you a cup of coffee after last night, not being able to. Oh, well, no, that's okay. No, I'll pick you up and we'll drive back home yeah. Well, look at, have an early dinner. Come over, we'll shoot a little pool. Oh, I see. No, I understand that. We'll drive in together in the morning. Well, how about Thursday? Friday? Yeah, well, look, I'll see you the weekend. I promise to bring my tools over and help you yeah. Oh, no, I understand, Jerry. Well, I'll see you in August, I guess. Bye,
don't
Jerry.
hang up.
Oh, wait, Jerry, don't hang up. Lauren wants to talk to Millie. Okay. Boy, does he not want to talk to me?
Think he suspects we suspect him.
You suspect me. Remember, I keep saying that Jerry is innocent. And why are you going to talk to Millie? I thought we said you weren't.
I don't want to talk to her, but she may want to talk to me. Hi, Mill. How are you? You sound like you have a cold. Well, that's good. See, Millie, I just made some great blueberry muffins. You want to come over and have some coffee? Fine. I'll see you in a while.
Honey, remember, let her do all the talking.
I will. Let's just hope, Rob, there's nothing to talk about.
Will you not act so nervous?
I'm not acting nervous, but I promised her blueberry muffins. Now I gotta make them. How do you like that husband of mine? Must have eaten half a dozen muffins.
You really shouldn't have bothered making any more. I'm really not very hungry.
What? Aren't you feeling well?
Oh, I'm fine. I just don't seem to have much of an appetite lately.
Oh? Well, maybe you ought to have a checkup.
Well, I just had a checkup. The doctor says I'm fine. Fine.
Millie, I know just how you feel. It must be the weather.
The weather's beautiful.
I know, and that makes it worse, doesn't it?
Makes what worse?
Well, whatever it is that's making you feel depressed.
I didn't say I was depressed. I just said I wasn't hungry.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Laura, do I seem depressed to you?
No, you just don't seem hungry.
Laura?
Yes?
Maybe I will have another muffin. It might be just the thing I need.
Sure, Millie, a nice hot muffin. It'll cheer your whole mood up.
What mood?
Well, you just seem...
Have I seemed moody to you lately?
No, Millie, you seem just fine.
Well, I'm glad someone thinks so.
Well, who doesn't think so?
Well, I, for one, don't. If I asked you something, would you give me an honest answer?
Well, sure, Millie. What is it?
Well, even if you do that, by telling the truth, you might hurt someone you like?
Well, I guess that would depend on how much that person would be hurt.
Let's say a lot, would you?
Well, then I guess, too, it would depend on who that person I like was.
Let's say it was someone you liked as well as me.
Oh, well, Millie, there aren't very many people I like as well as you.
Oh. Well, let's say it was me.
Is it you?
Yes, it's me!
Oh, Millie, go ahead. Let it out.
Laura, you know how much I was looking forward to going with you and Rob to that play last night?
Yeah, Millie, you were the one who suggested that we get the tickets.
That's right. And you know why we didn't go?
Well, you said that Jerry had an appointment.
Do you know who the appointment was with?
Wouldn't know. How would I know?
I can't tell you. I'm too ashamed. Oh, I can't open the door. Thank you. You're welcome.
Rotten Jerry.
How about doing a husband and wife sketch?
Why make fun of marriage?
Since when are you defending marriage?
I think marriage is wonderful. Without it, husbands and wives would have to fight with strangers.
Why don't we do a good jealousy sketch?
You and Laura having a problem?
No, why you ask that?
Well, because every sketch idea you've come up with today has to do with husbands and wives not getting along.
Yeah. What'd Laura do?
Nothing. She happens to be crazy about me. I'd like to ask you kind of a hypothetical question, though.
Hey, he's up to the H's.
Yeah, hypothetical. You know what that means? It means this happened to him, but he's going to try and make us think it was somebody else.
No, it isn't me. Look, suppose a person had a friend.
It's him.
No, it's not. A friend who, to all intents and purposes, is a happily married friend.
Happily married. Well, that lets me out.
And me.
Can the guy stop it? Now, suppose this person saw the friend at a restaurant having dinner with a strange woman.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, should the person who did the seeing tell his friend that he saw him? And how would you go about telling him?
Hey, I'm not a college fella, you know, so would you kind of unhypothetical this for me?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, are you the guy who did the seeing?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Laura and I both saw.
Huh? Buddy? Hey, didn't I tell you? I told you.
What?
Well, I told Buddy, but he wouldn't believe me. See, I told you, but you wouldn't believe me.
Tell him what?
Talking about Jerry Helper, aren't you?
Who told you, Sal?
Nobody told me. I could have told you.
Were you there last night?
Were they out again last night?
Again? When did you see him?
About 2 weeks ago.
Are you sure?
Oh, look, what do you mean she's sure? She tried to, I had to almost tape up her mouth to keep her from telling you.
Yeah, well, he said it was none of my business, that it was probably a patient or a cousin or something.
That's just exactly what I said to Laura. Where did you see him?
Getting into a cab.
Where'd they go?
I didn't follow them.
Why, where did they come from?
How do I know?
Well, Sal, why did you wait till now to tell me?
We didn't think there was anything to tell.
Yeah, he didn't, but I did. You see, I told you we should have told Rob right then and there.
Yeah, so what? So they'd have gotten a divorce 2 weeks earlier.
Where'd you see them?
Well, last night, Laura and I were having dinner at the White Peacock, and in Jerry walks with his big, tall, bleached blonde.
Bleached blonde?
Well, Laura thought she was bleached.
Oh, she's bleached, all right.
What makes you so sure?
Because when I saw them, she was a redhead.
A redhead?
A short redhead.
We saw him with a tall blonde. My gosh, she's got 2 of them.
Not necessarily. Maybe when she dyes her hair, she shrinks.
Oh,
Oh, boy. Well, that does it. No matter how unpleasant it is, I'm going to have to sit my friend Jerry down and have a nice long talk with him.
yeah, I think you're right, Rob. That boy sure needs help.
Needs help. I think he's doing beautifully by himself.
Now, honey, if you run into Jerry in a path, don't say a word to him.
I won't.
And remember, not a word to Millie until after I talk to Jerry and you and I have another meeting.
Oh, Rob, let's just hope this is some crazy mistake and not what we know it is.
Don't worry, honey, it is.
Hi,
watch it,
Jerry.
Laura. Hi.
I see you have your plunger.
Yeah.
Well, here's Rob. Goodbye.
Bye.
What's the matter with her?
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with your garbage disposal?
Garbage disposal?
Hey, you said there was something wrong with it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's take a look at it.
Jerry, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, you just told me a few
I
minutes
didn't know it, Jerry. I lied.
You lied?
Yes, I lied. We all lie once in a while, don't we, Jerry?
Yeah, but... Hey, Rob, what's with you?
You were with me. You know, this is the second time I've lied to you this week.
When was the first time?
Jerry, put that plunger down and listen to me.
Hey, Rob, what goes?
Laura and I saw you at the White Peacock last night.
You saw me... Oh, why didn't you come over to the table?
Jerry, I was with my wife. You weren't. Now, who was she?
I told you, Rob.
Yeah, I know. You said an old friend, Dr. Tony Gagliardi. Are you going to stick with that story?
Rob, that is... Hey, wait a minute. You don't think that I was...
I'm not here to think, Jerry.
Well, Rob, that's who I was with. That blonde was Tony Gagliardi. Tony, T-O-N-I, Gagliardi, G-A...
Okay, all right, Jerry. Who was the redhead, Dr. Zorba?
Which redhead?
You mean there's another redhead?
Oh, come on,
Jerry,
Rob.
look, you were seen 2 weeks ago getting into a cab with one of your friends.
Now, look, what do? Hire a private detective to follow me?
Jerry, who is she? And don't tell me she's a long-lost relative.
Rob, I don't owe you any explanation.
Jerry, I know that. And I want you to know I'm not doing this for anything except my affection for you and Millie. Now, who was she?
She's my cousin.
Oh, for crying out loud, Jerry.
Rob.
Don't you realize what's at stake here?
She's my cousin, Sheila.
Jerry, if you want me to butt out, just say so.
Butt out, Rob. Rob?
What?
Can I have my plumber's helper back?
Jerry,
Yeah?
think of the kids.
Oh, doggone it, Rob. Okay. Okay. Sit down, Rob.
Yeah?
Rob, I'm going to tell you something. I want you to promise that you won't tell anyone.
Oh, Jerry, I promise.
Okay. Now, Rob, if Millie finds out that you know, she'll be very upset.
Millie knows?
It was her idea.
Wait, what? The redhead was her idea?
When you forget the redhead, I told you she's my cousin Sheila.
Okay. The blonde was Millie's idea.
Right.
Oh, Jerry, come on. I know we're supposed to be nice, sophisticated suburbanites, but that's a little too much for me.
Rob, Dr. Tony Gagliardi is a marriage counselor.
A marriage counselor?
Right. Tony, T-O-N-I, and she's a doctor of psychology. Millie and I are, well, well, how shall I say it? You know, we're having a little problem.
The redhead?
Oh, Rob, the redhead is my kid cousin, Sheila Marshak. And I've been fixing her teeth since she was 8 years old, so will you forget the redhead already?
Well, so who's the problem?
We are, Millie and I. That's what the problem is. Well, lately we've been fighting with each other more than we should, and... Well, before we did any real damage to our marriage, we decided we ought to talk it over with a counselor.
Well, wait a minute, Jerry. I'm not saying I don't believe you or anything, but isn't it a little bit strange to take your marriage counselor out to dinner?
Yeah, right. But she's not our marriage counselor.
You just said.
She's a marriage counselor, but because she's a friend, she can't counsel us. So she was recommending someone.
Yeah?
Right, and maybe this person will help us out.
Help you out?
Well, sure. How would you like to be married to a woman that still kept you on the same budget you had when you went to dental college? You know, I mean, I married a chipmunk. Save. I want to live. I can't go in and buy a pair of sweat socks without feeling guilty. I'm doing great, right? Well, she's got me living like a failure.
That's your problem?
Yeah, that's it, among other things.
That's great.
What's great about having a marital problem?
Jerry, you're having marital problems. We thought you were having marital problems.
Listen, Rob, let's get one thing straight. No matter what I say and how much I hate that girl next door, I still love her.
Oh, me too.
Okay. Let's go get some coffee.
Yeah. She makes you feel guilty about buying sweat socks?
Yeah, listen, we'll be lucky if we get coffee next door.
She might get on this.
Ooh, does my little house file look cute tonight?
Just beautiful.
Honey, you are the most...
I'm adorable. A little stingy, but adorable.
Boy, that marriage counselor sure knows his business. You know, it's amazing how talking out your problem can solve them. Why, we've only gone for 5 visits, and already it's made a difference.
6 visits.
No, it's 5, honey.
6, Jerry.
That's 5. I ought to know. I have to get up an hour earlier for those cockamamie visits.
I write the checks, and it's 6 cockamamie visits.
Honey, it's 5 visits, really.
6?
It's 5 visits, really it is.
Wait, hold it, you guys. This is a little bit silly, isn't it? I'm no psychologist, but it's not important, really, whether you went 5 times or 6 times to see a marriage counselor. The important thing is you have to go at least one more time. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.